who would even think to pick up a set of spoons from Hermes out of everything that they make? Well, I guess I did. Hi guys, my name is G.P.S. and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I thought I would share with you sort of the most random and weirdest products that I have picked up from Hermes over the years. And this video wasn't actually off to the most glamorous start, shall we say, because I was actually inspired to do this while I was doing dishes last night. And I came across these spoons from Hermes that we had just used for dinner. And I thought to myself, who would even think to pick up a set of spoons from Hermes out of everything that they make? Well, I guess I did. But it's just such a weird and random purchase that I thought I had to share this with you. And while I was compiling a list of products in my head, this video actually popped up on my YouTube feed from Cassie Thorpe that she did, I think about a year ago, on her weirdest luxury purchases. And I felt that it was a sign that I have to do my own take on this. And if this doesn't convince you that our devices not only listen to us, but also read our minds at this point, I don't know what will. But anyway, make sure to leave Cassie's video in the info box. You guys should check it out. She is such a hilarious YouTube creator. She has incredible taste. And I feel that her style is quite different from mine. She's very creative and on trend. Whereas I'm definitely a little bit more simplistic. Some would argue boring. But make sure to have her video in the info box. And without further ado, let's go ahead and look at some of the weirdest products that I have picked up from Hermes. Okay, the first category is, I guess, not that strange, but at the same time, it's not necessarily something that you would think of when you hear the brand name Hermes. And it's hats and caps by Hermes. Now, I do have a few of them here because Hermes makes 3 different styles of caps for men. The first one is the Riley cap, which is the most sporty and more casual. And you can identify a Riley cap by this seam line that they have in the middle, which for some reason makes this cap extremely flattering and quite sporty. I love the Riley caps. They come in a bunch of different colors and fabrics, but they're most often this kind of really lightweight cotton fabric. I remember I bought this a few years ago when we were going to Miami. And as you can see, it got completely discolored from the sunscreen. So don't buy this in a light color if you're going to wear sunscreen, because this is going to happen. And you should wear sunscreen every day, so just don't buy this in a lighter color. But this is just a really, really flattering style of hat. And I'm not going to put them on because they're going to ruin my hair. So I'd rather not expose you guys to that. But yeah, so that was the Riley. They also make a cap style called Miles, which is quite similar to this, but it doesn't have this seam in the middle. And then the most formal cap that they make is the so-called Nevada caps, which tend to come in some more refined fabrics. So I have one here in cashmere, and this whole thing is cashmere, by the way. And then I have one here in, it's almost like the Hermes Toile fabric. It's definitely a little bit thicker and more substantial than the Riley one. So this is the, I guess the body or the hat part of the hat is made of like a thicker and more substantial canvas. And then the rim of the hat is made of lambskin. So this is quite interesting. And this is Hermes's most formal style of cap, but they are the least flattering. For some reason, they don't actually have a seam in the middle in the front. They just have this big panel, which just kind of makes your forehead extremely long. And at the same time, every time I wear this hat, I feel like my head just looks extremely round, whereas I don't have that issue with the Riley. I don't know what about them, just kind of, it's just not very flattering on my head shape. Maybe it's just because I already have quite a round head and this just makes it worse. But I find this to be the least flattering, but kind of the most innovative at the same time, because there are so many fun fabrics that these come in that I have 2 of them in this. And the cashmere one is actually perfect for the winter because this is actually going to keep your hat warm, whereas obviously the Riley one wouldn't. Yeah, this is my little review of Hermes caps. They do make caps. They also make caps for women, which tend to have some sort of embroidery on them. But when it comes to their men's collection, the caps in their men's collection, obviously anyone can wear them, wear whatever you like. But if you're going to get a hat from the men's collection, you have 3 options, and I would definitely recommend that you go for the Riley. The next product that I thought would be interesting to talk about is Hermes Classes. Now, if you walk into an Hermes store in the US and you see glasses displayed, only a fraction of those is actually done by Hermes. The majority of the glasses that Hermes sells are actually created by Saint Louis. And I have an entire video on Saint Louis' relationship to Hermes and how their homeware section works, which I'm going to have linked up here. But long story short, Hermes acquired this really small heritage glassmaker company, Saint Louis, a few years ago. And they have been working ever since then together on creating glasses. So the majority of the glasses that you see will actually have the Saint Louis signature, and you will receive them in Saint Louis packaging. But Hermes does create very few glasses themselves that do come in the Hermes packaging and that do have the Hermes logo on the bottom. So these are actually done by Hermes, and this is the so-called interval collection, which is my personal favorite. There are 4 pieces in this collection. This, I think, is called the beer mug, which I just use for water. This is their wine glass, and then I also have their champagne glass, their flute glass, which looks like this. There is a 4th glass in this collection, which I think is like a shorter water glass, but I don't know why I'd want to have such a small glass. It's 2020. Who drinks that much water in one sitting? So anyway, there are these 4 pieces in the interval collection, but you can definitely go ahead and check out some of Hermes' creations. They make beautiful glasses, but I have to say the interval collection is my favorite by far. And then the piece that inspired this whole video, the Hermes soup spoons. That's not easy to say. Try to say that 3 times. That's a tongue twister. But anyway, these are the soup spoons from Hermes that are part of the Mosaic collection. And we mainly use this for eating rice because we do have the matching rice bowl from the Mosaic collection that comes with a little lid. But I didn't think that would be that weird of a purchase. I mean, everyone knows that Hermes makes homeware and tableware, so I didn't think I would have to mention that. But anyway, the spoons are quite interesting. They're really, really nicely made. They're perfect for eating rice or eating spoon. I absolutely love them, and they look beautiful when they are displayed on a table. So I thought that I would mention these, considering that this is where the inspiration for this video came from. The next category is personally one of my favorites from Hermes, because believe it or not, Hermes even makes towels, and I absolutely love these. I think this is the easiest way to give your apartment a more luxurious look and feel to it, because imagine having this in your bathroom or in your kitchen. I mean, it's just so incredibly beautiful. So Hermes makes towels, quite a few different types actually, but the ones that I do have are from the Avalon baby range. So they actually come with a different type of label. This is their baby label, which has this little rocking horse on it. And the Avalon baby collection comes in 2 different colors. It comes in blue, which is this one. And then it also comes in pink, which is the pink version. Now, the towels come in a bunch of different sizes. These are I think they call them the face towels, but I use them just as hand towels around the apartment, in different bathrooms and in the kitchen. Now, I do have the larger version, but I don't know if I want to show this to you guys because I completely ruined my larger towels. I was doing laundry and I accidentally put too much bleach into the washing machine, and I completely bleached most of my Hermes towels. So this is completely clean, I have to tell you, but yeah, it's not looking great. But this is the larger version of the Avalon towels, which is actually quite big. They come in a couple of different sizes. I think this is the bath wrap size, which essentially just has the exact same logo, if you can even see it. I don't even know if you can see the print on these because these are so faded from the bleach. But they do have this exact same Avalon print on them, just like the blankets and the little towels. But yeah, I accidentally bleached most of my towels from Hermes. But they do fade anyway, so you would have to pick up a new one every once in a while. I've had this in my bathroom for, I want to say, six 6 years, 5 or 6 years, and I usually buy a new one every couple of years, because if you wash them on high temperature, as you should, all towels, they are going to fade after a while. But yeah, I think it's great to start off by buying the little hand towels, see how you like them. I mean, they're not going to change your life, they're just towels. But it definitely look really nice, and if you buy the big towels, they're actually a lot of fun to play around with, especially if you have two side by side, because if you buy a pink and a blue and put them right next to each other and adjust them to make sure that the Avalon print kind of complements one another, then I think you can just create really interesting looks with these. But yeah, they do make towels, even towels, and believe it or not, it's actually been one of the best purchases that I have ever made from Hermes, especially if you are going to someone's house for a housewarming party, or if you're meeting someone that you want to get a gift for but you don't really know them. These towels are probably one of the best gifts that money can buy. They come beautifully wrapped, they feature the iconic Hermes logo or the Hermes H, and who cannot use hand towels? I mean, it's just really something that everyone needs in their life. So if you don't have these yet, go ahead and treat yourself to one of these, because yeah, they're not going to change your lives, but they definitely add a little bit of a chic touch to your bathroom. I never thought that I would be reviewing towels on my channel one day, but I guess I just did. But the next few pieces, I promise you, are much more glamorous. And the first one I thought would be worth mentioning is this beautiful box that I picked up during the Hermes sale, I believe last year. I have a video on my Hermes sale experience and pieces that I picked up, so I'll make sure to link that up here. And this was one of the items that I was so incredibly happy to find, because it's this beautiful, I guess, jewelry box or trinket holder that was in the sale. It's made of mahogany wood, and it features a beautiful piece of matte croc in the color Rouge Ash on the top. And this is how it opens up. You push it down on one side and then it opens up like this. I'm currently storing receipts in here. And I think I told this story in that video that there were two of these in the sale, one in the color Rouge Ash, which is this one, and then there was another one right next to it in the color Emerald, which was absolutely breathtaking. It was a beautiful green. And the green one had a piece of tape on the side that held this piece down, because most items you buy in the sale don't come with a box, so I guess they wanted to make sure that when they're transporting it, it doesn't open up. So they had a piece of tape on it, and I know how incredibly delicate exotic skins are, so I thought I don't want to risk me, taking it off and leaving a mark behind. So I thought I'd be better off asking someone working there to help me with that, so I can get a better look. But the person who took it off completely ripped the tape off, and it left a terrible glue mark behind, so I didn't feel comfortable buying it, because all pieces you buy in the sale have a little S either engraved or stamped inside of the piece, and I wasn't sure if I take a piece back to the Hermes store and ask the craftsman if they can repair it for me, if they would, considering that it has that S sign inside. So I thought I'd rather just buy one and not risk, having a piece that's not completely flawless, which I know I wouldn't be able to return or sell because it's flawed. So I ended up picking up just one, which I'm incredibly happy with. It's such a great piece to have. And Hermes always comes out with different takes on these little boxes. So if you like the look, I'm sure you're going to find something similar at Hermes even this season. And last but not least, this is not only kind of a random piece to have from Hermes, but it's arguably the cutest. And the piece that I wanted to bring up as the last item in this video is the so-called Lao paperweight. I mean, even the name Lao is just so incredibly cute. But this is this wooden paperweight or little sculpture, whatever you want to call it, from Hermes that I have purchased, I want to say at least 4 or 5 of. I usually give this as a housewarming gift, or if I meet someone in a business setting that I want to buy a gift for, I would give this because it's just such an incredible piece. It's quite obviously a substantial and considerable gift, but it doesn't go overboard. And I just absolutely love it. I don't know anyone who wouldn't be able to use this and enjoy it. People can use it in their office, they can use it in their homes. You guys have seen it in my videos. It travels around wherever I film. I just absolutely love this. It's so incredibly adorable, and it's beautifully made. It's hand carved and hand painted, and you want to make sure that if you pick up one of these, you have a close look, because each one of them, the pattern of the material is slightly different, considering that it's made of one block of wood. So they're each unique in their own way. And yeah, I absolutely love these. They come in a couple of different colors. This is the blue one. It also comes in black. It comes in like natural finish. And at one point I have also purchased this in like a chili red. So you have plenty of options, and if you're looking for a gift for someone, or if you want to treat yourself to a new home decor piece from Hermes, look no further, because this is just so adorable. I mean, I don't know why Hermes did this or made this, but it's so incredibly cute. And it does say Hermes on the little foot here. It does have Hermes carved in there, so you're not gonna miss the branding. And I have absolutely no doubt that I'll continue buying more of these whenever we're allowed to have housewarming parties again. And this is it, guys. This completes today's video on the most random purchases that I have made at Hermes. I would love to hear your thoughts and hear if you have any pieces in your home or in your collection that you find quite strange to have from a luxury house. Please let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, then please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.